Story coming through from Germany that shows there is a very huge movement into the deal of Mazraoui to the club of Manchester United. United are really closing in to obviously getting in this deal of Mazraoui done and dusted. Welcome to this channel. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on the stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokan David is my name and hope you guys are really having fun on everything we're really talking about, and we're here to bring you the latest news and information as far as your United superstars are really concerned. Smash like button close to 200 times. Mazraoui to Man United is really happening. Wan-Bissaka paving way for his replacement from Bayern Munich, and Toby Collyer has come out and spoken about the game of football that went ahead to lose when you're playing against the team called Arsenal. This is the channel that brings you your latest news and information as far as everything is really concerned. So continue to subscribe because we want to hit 20,000 subscribers, and don't go anywhere. The Muslims, Barakallahu fikum. To the Christians, we cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. And let's start it off with a story coming in through from the man himself known as Hanif Ben Banake, who works for Foot Mercato, and Santi J, who also works for Foot Mercato, has come out and told us that Manchester United have agreed a fee with Bayern Munich for Mazraoui, around 25 million euros, including add-ons. United have also agreed personal terms with Mazraoui. The only thing missing for the deal is to go through is an agreement on personal terms between West Ham and Bissaka. Now, what a way United have gone ahead to obviously get into this deal to get everything up and running. And guys, where are you? Where are the people who used to say that Manchester United cannot come out and obviously make a deal happen in a nick of time, right, when we are really selling a player at the United States of America? You understand? That is really gone. I tell you, it's gone. And Man United are trading on a player who is in the US, and they want to obviously sign him immediately. And everyone who had that narrative painted over him needs to come out and really style up, because they'll need to obviously put up their statements onto the whole, because the first deal that Manchester United is going to be doing when they are on the US tour is for a player who is on the US tour to leave. You get? And it looks like things are really progressing on well. And before we play against a team called Rio Betis, I tell you, a lot will obviously coming through to really take us to where we deserve to be as a club of Manchester United. And this guy Mazraoui might be a player announced already for the club of Manchester United to put in the required shift into the goal. So that is exactly what we went ahead to get from Mazraoui. It's not only personal terms that have gone ahead to be agreed, but even the fee has been agreed with the side of Bayern Munich. Let's talk about the fee. The fee is between 14 to 15 million euros. That is it. And some add-ons will be expected. And that's the fee that United are going to agree with the side of Bayern Munich. And remember, for the personal terms, obviously, him being 26, 27 years of age, I anticipate that they're going to give him a deal of 3 years plus a further option year. 4 years deal will be given to the guy, and the rest will be history for the man known as Mazraoui. And we'd love to obviously see this deal happening very, very soon. And I think by Wednesday, let it get done. And I have a feeling that he might not join the club of Manchester United in the US. They might obviously tell him to stay at Carrington to train with Steve McClellan, to see to it that everything really goes on to pass and everything goes on well. So for me, I believe we are getting in a very good player, and his salary is not going to be all that huge, because he admires to play for the club of Manchester United, and he admires to obviously be managed under Erik ten Hag, because his best seasons of football happened when he was really managing when he was under the management of Erik ten Hag at Ajax. At Bayern Munich, he has been blowing hot and cold, because very many managers have gone ahead to be changed. I remember he signed for Bayern Munich in 2022, right? And after signing for Bayern Munich, I think by that time was it Hans Flink who was the manager for the side of Bayern Munich, and there came Nagelsmann, and there came Thomas Tuchel. So with all that, you have to understand that it's not gonna come easy, right? It's not gonna come easy, and it has a lot of implications that really come with it. And that's why I tell you that Mazraoui, if he settles in the club of Manchester United very well, he is gonna really pick up to the levels he was playing it at Ajax. First Moroccan player I've ever gonna hit to for the club of Manchester United. Or second, because even the player known as Amrabat is still in the mix. And by the way, one of the factors that I believe Amrabat is going to be joining Manchester United is this, because when you look at Mazraoui, right, he comes in from the same nation with Amrabat, and maybe they want that bond to obviously build up well together and really put up a very huge show into the mix. So looks like United have gonna hit obviously outfed that policy of not really getting in very many African players, and this time round under Erik ten Hag, looks like we are going to be having a team that has the most African players in the record of Manchester United, because or the squad that has the most number of United players in the history of Manchester United. We are having Onana, there is Amad Diallo, we are having Amrabat if we sign him on a permanent, then Mazraoui. We are having 4 African players onto the team of Manchester United. You know, I last saw it coming close when we had, I think, Jemba, Quinton Fortune, right? Only those 2. When Manucho was there, he was the only African player, right? So United hasn't gonna hate to be good at really recruiting those players. Even when Eric Beck came in through, I think he was the only African player playing at the club of Manchester United. You understand? So Mazraoui is coming in through. If he has gonna hate to be agreed, but there is one thing that is really holding this deal back. It's all about one player known as Wan-Bissaka. They need to agree personal terms with the side of West Ham, and the personal terms are really gonna be tricky, as they're really getting he might not be looking to offer him a contract of £90,000 per week. You understand? Yet at United, he has been earning that huge amount of money, and that is the man himself known as Aaron Wan-Bissaka. So that is the only thing that is really holding this deal behind, and the stories are really coming in through from Germany. And to show you that it's only personal terms between Aaron Wan-Bissaka and West Ham that are really holding this deal back, we have a confirmation from Santi J and Team Foot Mercato confirming to us that United and West Ham have already agreed a fee for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. The fee is in the region of £10 million to £15 million. And I think that is well for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. With a player left with just 1 year on his contract, there is no way you cannot really give it green light to see to it that it really happens. And good to see to it that we've gonna hit obviously get this deal to this level, and now we are waiting for is simple: get this deal done and dusted. Get it done and dusted. Get in a Mazraoui to the club of Manchester United, and for that we'll have gonna hit to settle what we call the right back and left back, because he can play there very, very well as a player. So that is it coming in through from Mazraoui. Personal terms agreed, fee with Bayern Munich agreed, and that is really a very huge story. And then let's obviously go to Toby Collyer. Toby Collyer has come out and told us that it was a tough game between Man United and Arsenal, but I thought we did well as a team. We did some good things, some things to improve, but I thought we had the right attitude and we tried to do the best what the manager was telling us to do. Obviously, United had a very big display, and in that display, it really gave us some huge vibes into the mix that went ahead obviously get us to where we deserve to be. So that is Toby Collyer. He added, I thought I had an okay game as a player. I thought there was a lot of things I could have done better, but it's great to experience a game like today, and I take it into the next game, even into training tomorrow. So Toby Collyer is one of those players one of the players that was going to put up a very good shift. And I tell you what, it's really nice and very, very important to see to it that all is really great and all is really happening his way. And I think he really had a very good game for me. But I know there are some people who are really judging him, but for me, I think he had a very good go at that game and really put in a very huge shift as a player, and I loved what he did in there for you as Kobe. And him playing with Casemiro said so valuable. He's one of the best ever in that position, so it's great for someone like myself to learn of him, even just to watch him in training and have him next to me, always talking to me and helping me out. And this is the second game Toby Collyer has gone ahead to play with Casemiro, and they've gone ahead to partner together to form a very huge partnership into the mix. So that is what Toby Collyer came out and said, and we're here to obviously let you know that we call upon for your reactions into the comment section about Mazraoui personal terms done and dusted between Manchester United and him, plus the agent, and they're now waiting for Wan-Bissaka to agree personal terms with West Ham, and this deal will obviously be given green light. What do you make about Toby Collyer and what he has gone ahead obviously coming through and really talk about? Rock and David is my name. I sign out for now. See you later. I'm returning like 2-3 hours from now to get you more and more content. We out. Bye bye. We love you. Ciao ciao.